Let's start. I believe I hadn't even read the requests from the new day, so we're like at the very beginning of a new day. That means I will probably spend most of the stream just walking around talking to people, or at least the first half or so. Let's check what we gotta do. 2 new quests. Oh, and the Taste of Crossbow is now short because we only have 1 day to finish it. Driven to the Brink, 2nd Lieutenant Mirail. Recently, a reckless vehicle has been frequenting West Crossbow Highway. Well, this sounds familiar. It's been causing trouble for buses and Imperial tourists. We need help dealing with this issue in a timely manner and ask for your cooperation. Meet me at Belgard Gate. Geofront D sector monster extermination. Okay, go kill some weird monster. What's it called? Golden Cricket. Okay. Looks like that's all we got. Right? Did I miss any? So, 2 things to do since it's the beginning of this day. Let me check if our cop is up here. Yeah, I guess in rainy days he doesn't come out. He might come out later. I think the rain stops in the second half of the chapter. Sorry, of the day. What we can do right away is complete that 1 quest that we've been waiting on. Let's just go ahead and do that. In St. Ursula College, if you talk to the inn manager 2 days ago, she said that she was going to be preparing a dish and it would take like 2 whole days to simmer. There you are. Glad you didn't forget about me. Is it done? My recommended dish is all set to go. I call it 3-day stew. Ready to give it a try? We would love to. Give me just a moment. I'll fetch a serving for each of you. Lloyd and the team ate the 3-day stew. It's delicious! Now this is what I'm talking about. Thick, hearty, and packed with flavor. I don't think I've ever had a stew this rich and appetizing before. It's full of nutritious ingredients and warms you to your core, the perfect combination for a healthy body. I'm sure it does wonders for the patients here at St. Ursula. A little hard emote. So yeah, Ellie was the only one that was missing a favorite dish. Ellie seems to be the most taken with the dish. Perhaps she should be the one to write about it. Found every SSS member's favorite dish. So everyone decided on a favorite dish, and we found all the places we have. So that should get us all the... Ellie just doesn't want to leave. That should give us all the points for that quest. And we also got bond points for every single character. Yeah, you just have the list of every single thing. Let's go back. Let me just save just in case it's not actually the end of the quest. Report coverage. We sure did. I would like to report to Grace. Whoops. My bad. Sorry, just let me see her. Oh, I may need a second to actually check. This is my new guest editors. How did your little culinary tour go? We enjoyed it, actually. Lloyd and the team gave their reports on the establishments they visited. So you guys checked out 11 places in total, huh? Now that's what I call thorough. Makes me wish I could take you on as assistants. Okay, now let's move on to your individual recommendations. I really enjoyed the chef's special omelette rice from the Ash Tree Inn at Armorica Village. The simple rustic flavor was like Armorica on a plate. It definitely struck a chord with me. Nice pick, Lloyd. You can't go to Armorica and not try the omelette rice. Omuraisu. My favorite was the 3-day stew from the Lectier at St. Ursula Hospital. It's simmered for 3 days straight, which makes it nice and hearty, not to mention good for your health. I wonder if when they have the ingredients, they just sort of have it like pipelined so that they start... They just have something simmering every day. They start a new batch, and then the one that's been simmered for 3 days goes to the customers. Oh, looks like Grace already knows it. That stew will get the pep back in your step in 1 spoonful flat. I recommend the septi-colored sherbet from the ice cream stand in the entertainment district. Its texture is excellent, and the 7 flavors, they blend together in a masterful way that defies conventional frozen treat methodology. Did they say methodology or technology? If you thought that was good, that's really saying something. I know what gets my nod. The heavenly noodles at Ocel's stand just outside. I feel like Randy just took the first one he found. I stop by there for lunch all the time. The owner is so dedicated to his craft. My favorite is the peerless fried rice from Long Lao on East Street. Why do you look so angry? Once I tasted its simple yet complex flavor, I couldn't get enough. That's Huis. How do you say that? Specialty. Darn, now I feel like stopping by to grab a plate myself. My recommendation goes to the Tide of Plenty hot pot from Tangram's Gate Mess Hall. It's a delectable meal made even better when shared with a table of good friends. What more could you possibly want? The mess halls at the border gates are some of Crossbow's hidden gems. Great work, gang. All of you managed to find a favorite dish to recommend. Honestly, the hardest one to find is the... the one from, you know... The one that you have to wait for 3 days, because you gotta do it on the first day and then not forget about it. Thanks a bunch. This request was so much fun that it barely felt like work. Well, that's nice of you to say, Lloyd. It's a good thing we made sure to be thorough. Sure was, but don't think your work is over just yet. Now comes the part where each of you needs to write something about it. Damn. Despite their inexperience, Lloyd and the SSS did their best to put together a readable article. Eventually, after much trial and error, the team's contribution to the Gourmet Guide was completed. I should do it. Does that mean we're off the hook? Sure does. Thanks for the help, guys. A taste of Crossbill completed. Okay. Let's go back to the SSS building and make sure that we got our extra points. It should only be 2 points extra that you can get from doing everything. There we go. Perfect. I prefer doing this rather than waiting until the end of the chapter, just so I don't have to like reload and do a bunch of stuff for it. Okay. That's the first thing. Yeah, if you wonder why I was looking down at my phone during that time, I was just trying to pull up the data for that specific quest. It's not another part of the walkthrough we were at because we started like 3 days earlier, which is like 3 different pages back. Anyway, let's walk around. We do have some events around the town. We can get some bonding points and talk with some characters that have portraits. Actually, before that, let me check over here. I'll probably want to buy new weapons considering what we had to deal with. We do have some money too. If I get Lloyd's, I also want to upgrade it. I think I can get some evasion from his weapons. Oh, so that's what gave us that crit that saved our lives during the walled fight. We both got the freaking defense down from Noel's Swordbreaker. What's it called? Quartz? Or Shieldbreaker Quartz, and the crit from Wassi's thing. Let's wait for a bit. When it says we're in a point of no return, I might just come back, tally up how much money I have left to spend, and then use that. I believe this is the last day of the chapter. I may be wrong. Anyway. First things first, let's check on the guild.
あら、あなたたち。どうも、ミシェルさん。
Maybe we should have done this.
その話を聞いてちょっと気になりまして。
いやね、催促した形になっちゃって。でもありがとう。わざわざ来てくれて嬉しいわ。
ってことは、まだエオリアさんたちと連絡が取れてねえのかよ。
ええ、アリオスたちが手分けして当たってるけど。
Made a bit of mistake to come here.
本当にもう一体何をやってるのかしら。
さすがに心配ですね。
うん。エニグマが通じないってことは自治州外に出ているのかな。
私もそう思ったんだけど、駅や空港を利用した記録がないみたいなのよね。ベルガード門とタングラム門にも通行記録はないみたいだし。
それはさすがにおかしいですね。
もしリンさんたちが実習内にいるのであれば、なんとか居場所を特定できるかもしれません。
本当か？
何どういう方法？
確かエニグマ2には研究段階の機能が搭載されていたはずです。
Are we able to
その一つが
track people?
緊急時にアラート信号を
emergency
発信
signals.
する機能です。そうなの？オーグメント内の予備動力で一定間隔ごとに特定周波数の動力波を発信する仕組みですが、あまりにも弱い動力波のため実用には至っていないと聞きます。ただ機能そのものはカットされずに残っているかと。じゃあその微弱な動力波をなんとかキャッチできれば。
リンとエオリアの居場所も特定できるってわけね。
試してみる価値はあるかと。この機能についてはロバーツ主任が詳しいので IBC に行ってみましょう。多分力になってくれるはずです。
I might have screwed myself over.
わかった。行ってみよ
う。Okay, so
すまない
next.
わね。本当に助かっちゃうわ。何か分かったらこちらにも連絡をちょうだい。
Next quest area is the IBC. Let's avoid it
ア
for
リオス
now.
たちを呼び戻すから。
了解しました。
さて、それじゃあ IBC に行ってみようか。
Let's go everywhere but the IBC. Hello. Oh, hello everyone. Oh, it's good to see you, Rixia. Did you stop by to get some lunch? Yes, I did. I was just chatting with Shanshan here over some dessert. You guys are with the police, right? You came right when the girl talk was heating up. I'm sorry to rain on your parade. I feel like I'm getting an exclusive look at the private life of an Ark Concealed performer. You never know who a famous person might be friends with. Please, you're flattering me. I'm still only a rookie. If it weren't for Shanshan, I'd likely spend most of my days off sitting at home doing nothing. It helps that we're around the same age. Rixie and I have gotten along since we met. And even with her proportions, it's always fun to shop for cute clothes with her. Why is it that we can't have like a conversation that doesn't have that come up? It's admittedly a little hard to find cute things that fit. I suppose it's true that very few people have Rixia's proportions. A problem some would kill to have. I have to say though, you two really do seem like good friends. Hey brothers, how are you doing? I mean, facts are facts. I suppose we are. I don't know what I'd do without Shanshan. I had to move often when I lived in Kalvar due to my father's job. I had trouble making friends because of that, so I always felt like a bit of a loner. I never would have guessed. Don't you worry, Rixia. Now that we're besties, you're never going to get rid of me. Got a new monitor? I think I remember you mentioning it in your stream, or maybe it was about your mother's monitor. Because you decided to get one after she got one, right? Me and you will be together forever. I even got us matching tombstones. Wait, what? Oh, I'll even... That's kind of... That's so weird, Shanshan. Thank you, Shanshan. Feels like we're third wheeling pretty hard right now. You're right, let's leave these two to themselves. Everyone just trying to eject themselves from the conversation now. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to make you feel left out. No, not at all. It was great catching up with you, Rixia. We'll see you later. You both got one? Did you both get the same one? Or... What else do we got? What else do we got? Man, this point in the game might be difficult. I don't know if you were here last time, but I ran into an issue where I basically needed to kill a boss in a certain amount of turns, and it just wasn't working. I had to get pretty lucky to actually get the result I was aiming for. It might be grind time. We shouldn't need to really grind because we're not in nightmare mode. But we may need to do a little work. You pigs dig up a new lead while you were out playing in the mud? Wait, Wuzzy's with them too! Kill him! You've got balls showing up here. It's your fault that Walls... They're not in a friendly mood today. Perhaps we should have stayed away. He looks concerned. Hey, Wuzzy! Listen up, Wuzzy. We know what's going on. Wald, he's on that jacked up drug now, too. Don't act like this has nothing to do with you. It's your goddamn fault in the first place. Lloyd, how much do they know? I specifically refrained from telling them about Wald's demonization. But we did mention that Wald was likely under the influence of Gnosis. If you just hadn't shown up 2 years back, none of this would have ever happened. We could have been living it up the whole time. But no, you just had to ride in downtown and screw it all to hell. And now you're in bed with the damn cops just to get your sick kicks. Well, say something. Shake. It wasn't just for kicks. I chose this path because there was something important I needed to do. What happened to Walt as a result of that was an unforeseen consequence. So what? You think that self-righteous bullshit is gonna get you off the hook? I should beat your ass. Shake. Huh? Why would you let me go? Because I just need to let off some steam. Look, Wasi, we tried. We know we can't get through to him, but if anyone can, it's you. Way I see it, I deserve to sock that pretty boy face of yours, but instead of cashing that in, I want you to do us a solid. Smack some sense into Walt and wake him up. So that's how it's going to be. I can't make any promises, but I'll do everything in my power to bring him back to his senses. That should be enough to finally settle things as the founder of the Testaments. That was a side event. You can just ignore that completely if you want. But no, we had a boss fight against Wald last time. And I had to kind of redo it like 10 times before it actually stuck. Maybe more. I had to like rethink my team a couple times as well. And I don't think I analyzed him at the end. I had to beat him in a certain amount of turns, and analyzing him would have like stopped me from doing it. Let me see if I can find him. Oh no, I actually got him. Yeah, I guess I got really lucky in that last one. Okay, I don't think there are actually any important events in the city after this. I can like talk to people, like here's Noel's and Fran's mom. There's just some cute little things. Are you sure you're not just looking for an excuse to get out of cooking, Mom? And I guess I can talk to Lloyd's aunt. Ark and Seal Survival production debuts tomorrow night. They sold out the tickets in the blink of an eye, I hear. To think Ilya would grow up to be such a celebrity. Little Ilya? Oh yeah, she and Cecile grew up together. I guess it's no wonder you knew her when she was young. That's right, Ilya shone like a star even then. She and Cecile were an unlikely pair, but they got along like peas and carrots. Why, one time Ilya even sucked a boy who was bullying Cecile and made him cry. Ilya always has been protective of her, hasn't she? I bet she really let him have it. Kinda makes me feel bad for the kid. Being on a girl usually means they have a crush on them. I imagine it was more than worth it for him. Now that he can tell people he was knocked flat by the Ilya Platir as a boy. I feel I wouldn't want anyone to know about that. I guess that was a cute bit of background information. Anyway, let's go to Tamgrum Gate. We should be able to get a... what's it called?
よし
An optional item.
行こうかな
Did I say Tangam or Belgard?
さあ行くぞ
A missable item, rather.
よし着いたぞ
Where's the exit? Here. No? Here. You gotta go to Commander Douglas' office. I did some impressive work yesterday at the scene of the train derailment. Now thank Lloyd. Laying it on a little thick there, Randy. I want to say he is, actually. He even pulled out little drawings to show what he had deduced. As your former instructor, my chest swells with pride. You've become quite the detective, Lloyd. Not you too, Deputy. There's still so much I have to learn before I can even begin to fill my brother's shoes. I've only made it this far thanks to my teammates covering for my weaknesses. Crossbow's most modest man. He always was. Give up the effort and you're sure to continue climbing. You actually have to talk to him twice to get what I want. Sunshine Agonies, Chapter 9. You read popular fiction, Deputy Commander. Why not? Anyone can enjoy a good novel. It just so happens that Commander Bales recommended this to me, but as you well know, I've been rather busy lately. Give it a try when you have some time. I think you'd enjoy it. Thank you, sir. Okay. Wait, this is the wrong way. That should be all the important stuff we can get before we start doing the side quest for the chapter. Okay. Let's save, and now let's go to Belgard Gate.
よしどこに行こうかなさあ行くぞ到着だ
Should Morel be around here? Yeah, she did say she was going to be in the parking lot. Huh, her full portrait looks different. Weird. Like the clothes are darker. Special support section. Good morning and thank you for coming. Happy to be here, Second Lieutenant. Thank you for the hard work you put into the railway repair effort, by the way. Not at all, it's a relief that we were able to get it all cleaned up. We never did manage to track down that giant monster. I've ordered several units to patrol around the state today, but I'd be surprised if we caught wind of it. Sad face. I think it's fine to forget about Big and Brawny and focus on the task at hand. Speaking of which, we came to know more about the request you submitted. Not to rush, but do you mind explaining the details? Of course. We've had a reckless vehicle menacing the West Crossville Highway recently. It sounds familiar. Help us put a stop to it. Reckless driving, this sounds familiar. Could it be the same group of young men that we stopped in the city a while ago? The so-called High Bloods? That does sound like them. Our failure to maintain public order is being called into question by the Empire and the Republic already. If this negligent driving were to injure a foreigner, we could end up with another international incident on our hands. Yesterday's derailment isn't helping matters either. As far as this matter is concerned, we're cooperating with the Metropolitan Division to catch the perpetrators. As the car is often seen on the highway nearby, I thought it only fitting that the Belgard unit help with the arrest. Sounds good to me. Do you have a plan? Okay, they have a regular route, which means we can ambush them. Once the car makes the approach, I want you to pursue it with your own vehicle. It's time for Noel to shine. A pincer attack. And I count on your help. Time for a car chase. We should take our places in that case. Let's grab our wheels and get ready for a chase. Good thinking. We'll be counting on you to do your thing when the time comes, Noel. You've got it. No sign of the crazy car yet, huh? We sure it's even coming? We'll just have to wait and see. Its route is supposed to run along West Crossville Highway. That's the reason Officer Kate and Metropolitan Division haven't been able to catch it on their own. The CPD's jurisdiction is generally confined to within city limits. I mean, we're also part of the CPD. Why do we? Well, I guess the Belguard unit asks us to help, so we might as well. Whether they're inside of the city or not, we can't let them put civilians or their poor car in danger any longer. We know where Noel's priorities lie. One way or another, we're going to put a stop to this. That's the spirit. That sounds like a car. What the? Hey, watch it. Stupid bus almost ran right into us. This parked bus almost ran into us. Alright everyone, it's go time. You give chase, I'll get in touch with the Metropolitan Division. Then we get battle music for it. So the characters just walk so slowly. I'm wondering if I should have this in high speed the whole time. Who the heck are these guys? Let's give them a little scare. We're going to run right into them. So you have to pick decisions to get the most out of this quest. You'll get extra points if you pick the correct decisions at any point. So the first one is hit emergency brakes. Hit the emergency brakes, Noel. Yes, sir. You basically don't want to lose them. What? Damn idiots are out of control. As long as we're in this baby, we can close the gap in no time. Right, Noel, keep up the pursuit and don't let them get away. Roger. They're still after us. Piece of cake. They're going to get away at this rate. Reduce speed through the curve. Trust Noel's driving. You gotta trust your friend. Trust in your friends. It's all you from here. Yes, sir. Vroom. I kind of wish there was like drifting in there. You took that curve at an impressive speed despite the unfavorable driving conditions. Tia's right. Don't you think it's a little dangerous barreling down the road in the rain like this? It's going to take more than a little drizzle to slow these treads. There's not a runaway vehicle in Crossville that can outrun Noel Seeker. You do remember this is a pursuit and not a race, right? Anyway, let's close the gap. They're not half bad. All you have to do is keep this up, and the Metropolitan Division's pincer attack at the west exit should go as planned. Wait, something's wrong. What's going on with their car? Huh? The brakes aren't working. What? They're losing control of the vehicle. What should we do? At this rate, there could be a serious accident. Just fucking rear-end them. No. The correct decision here is to pull in front and cut them off. Pull in front of them. It's a risk, but we can use our car as a wall to cut them off. Roger. I actually do wonder what happens if you pick the wrong choices here. I also feel like there's no easy way to know which ones are the correct ones. You just sort of have to trust in the guide. Are we alive? Or you do them and then you notice, oh, this is probably not what the game expected you to do from the from the results of your actions. I thought it was a goner. They don't seem hurt, at least. Maybe pulling ahead of them wasn't the right move after all. No, I think it was. Things could have gone a lot worse than they did. They turned the steering wheel of their own accord. They have no one to blame but themselves. On the bright side, our car managed to avoid sustaining any damage. A little water never hurt anyone. They should be glad that they're still in one piece. Luck like that would be useful in the casino. Too bad they're going to jail instead. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Let's report this to 2nd Lieutenant Mirela in the Metropolitan Division. If it isn't the High Bloods, you're a long ways from the residential district. You're also under arrest for speeding, among various other charges. I think we can consider this case closed. Last time they got out of it because of the laws for foreigners, but those are probably changing considering the current state of the, state. Good work, everybody. We wouldn't have been able to catch them without your help. And we wouldn't have made this arrest at all without your cooperation, 2nd Lieutenant. I'm sure tensions on the border have you busier than ever. So allow me to express my gratitude on behalf of the Metropolitan Division. Likewise, Officer Kate. There's one less thing for the CGF to worry about. As for you, I'm in your debt once again. Don't even mention it. Noel, Tio, do you know what happened to their car? Brake failure. That's the main reason they lost control. They've been sloppy with keeping the sport car maintained. Weren't you supposed to be taking care of that, Reggie? Oh yeah, I knew there was something I've been forgetting to do recently. Additionally, the orbital engine has shorted out completely. I estimated that it would cost just as much to fix it as it would to simply purchase a new one. I hate to see a good car go to waste, but at this point we might have to scrap the whole thing. Yuri had to pull a ton of strings with the Verne company to get the latest Model 2. Oh please, a total car or two is pocket change to me. We can just go to the Orbital store and buy another one. Else, yeah, you're the best, Yuri. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go pick something out right now. Guys, you're going to jail. No, I'm pretty sure that's just not play anymore, right? Find me whatever you like and I'll cut you a check here and now. That way it's a win-win for all of us, no? No, that's not going to happen. Huh? You should read the Crossbow Times more often. State laws have been going through a lot of changes since Mayor Croix took office. In fact, just the other day, a major part of the legal code was amended. And as it just so happens, penalties for criminal acts perpetrated by foreigners have been strengthened. What was that? That's right, based on the changes, you three are looking at a 1-month suspension of your driver's licenses. How's that for a punishment? A whole month? That's all? You don't know who you're messing with. What grounds do you have to suspend my driver's license? What is this? What right do you puny cops from a puny autonomous state have to punish me? Who do you think you are? Just fucking dump him into the river. There's no way they'd give Crossbow's police that much power. I don't think they're... Can't you see they're trying to spoil our trip? If this is how they want to play it, I'll just have my dad use his influence to pressure their government. Give it up already! This is about more than how light or harsh your punishment is. You're acting like your mortal lives are in danger. I can tell you who does know how that feels. All the innocent bystanders who you terrified with your reckless driving. Did you ever stop to think about that? So what if some commoners got scared by us having some harmless fun? It's only a car, what's the worst that could... What? Are you trying to say you never saw the danger in what you were doing? Even during today's incident, you could have lost your lives if the SSS hadn't intervened. I thought I was done for when I plunged into that pond. You can't be serious. There's no way anything could happen to us. We're young and invincible. You think you're an exception? Anyone could die in a car crash. Anyone. Unsuspecting victims end up caught up in crimes and accidents they did nothing to deserve all the time. I'm a police officer. This is my job. I see it happen every single day. Your reckless driving has instilled more fear in people, in the people around you than you can imagine. And yet you have the nerve to tell me that it was all just harmless fun? The fact that you keep doing this proves you have absolutely zero regard for the physical or mental well-being of others. Hi, Bloods, you think you're noble? What a sick joke. Don't you three have any shame? Well... Enough of this. You're coming to headquarters whether you like it or not. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on this when you're stuck at home for a month without your licenses. That's such a nothing punishment. That's all I have to say. Now hurry up and get your butts in the patrol car before I get really mad. Looks like she got through to them after all. I'm sure they're not used to being yelled at like that. Hopefully they take something away from it. I mean, in a previous chapter we had someone actually kind of hold one of them up and threaten to disembowel them. Actually, two of them. That was pretty rad. Only threats, though. They definitely meant it, though. We'll need to have that orbital car towed out and dropped off of the impound. Mind giving me a hand? We're here, so might as well. We don't mind at all. Luckily, we don't actually have to do it. It just happens off screen. Afterwards, they return to Bellegarde Gate to resume their usual activities. Quest driven to the brink, complete. Let's drive back to town and make sure that we got all the points. That's another one. 3 extra points, that's correct. Okay. Now I'm a little bit concerned. Let's see. We have 38k. Let me get some weapons. I guess my formation is kind of fucked up from last time as well. Let's try to pull them a bit closer. And they're all fine, right? I think I put everything back the way it was. Yeah. Let's get some weapon for this party. So something for Lloyd. Something for Ellie. Tio. And now the question is, do I get something for Noelle? It would be nice, but at the same time, we kind of, I don't think she's going to be in the party for very long. Spoilers, he does leave it for a little bit in a later chapter. I'm taking the chest to equip stuff because we have to kill a monster soon, and I'd rather just, you know, I'd rather just kill them easily after what we had to deal with last time. I'm only going to upgrade Lloyd's though. Maybe I should upgrade Noel's, honestly. So, upgrading Lloyd's mostly for that 35%, sorry, for that 10% evasion. Let's see, these are some nice accessories, but we could get better. Let me check to see in the exchange shop. Yeah, we can't get this yet. We could get them if we just farm out money and trade in at Imelda's shop. She has the best accessories in the game. If we get some evergreens, we could just make an evasion tank. The ones we have right now are kind of just baby accessories. 20% evasion per accessory. That would be excellent, but yeah, it's not gonna happen. Not yet, at least. So I have the choice now. I can just grind to hell, or forget this for a little bit. Can I make evasion 3 yet? No. Oh, we do have evasion 2. Do we not have an evasion 2 quartz? I see people with evasion 1. Let me check that. Okay, that's wild. Let's make one then. Let's make one and give it to Lloyd. It's not gonna be a full evasion tank right now, but we should be able to get him to like 50% evasion chance. And I also need to think where I want to put this. I think I just want to get rid of this with low water quartz. It's kind of useless, honestly. Okay, 50% evasion chance. If I had that, man, I wish I had that one. I wish I had those accessories. Like, that 20% would be huge. Now, is there any equipment that gets people extra evasion? It's another good question. If there is, it should be around here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Comes with a toy sword. Men only, 20% evasion. It's pretty expensive though. What about shoes? Kagemaru heals. Male only. 5%. Okay, let me check real quick in the casino to see if I can buy any of them from there. In the previous games, this kind of equipment was showing up over there, so now I'm curious. If it showed up as a surprise, I might just buy it there rather than, you know. No, only the Kagemaru hood, which isn't actual equipment. Okay, let's buy those for Lloyd, and then we can have him as a sort of pseudo evasion tank. Not quite complete evasion tank, but he's getting there. Okay. Getting a proper evasion tank kind of trivializes some encounters, but we're not quite there yet. 75% chance to evade physical attacks is pretty nice though. It's pretty fucking nice. Oh, also I forgot, we can get this. It's for Tio. I forgot that when a new character comes in, we can actually get these. So I got an achievement, Decorated Officers. Getting one for everyone gives you bond points, so you might as well get them. Oof. This is pretty good, actually, for later. But looks like we can't quite buy it yet. Also, I'm seeing we do have the Mirage and Platinum Quartz. I'm thinking I might just drop the Cannon one for Tio. I don't really use the skill that it gave us. But Cannon gets really good. It also lets you just use more magic whenever you want, essentially. Recovers EP per thing used. Oh. So I think I was just playing around with my quartz. Because soon enough, we're actually going to get to a part of the game where stuff gets kind of terrifying. For now, let me just upgrade some slots so that we can at least do more magic. I probably should like prioritize Tio and Ellie rather than upgrading random people. Okay. I think we're about as good as we're gonna get at this point in the game without like doing excessive grinding. And I think we should be able to deal with the kind of bosses that I had to deal with the last chapter, where it's like basically do enough damage in enough turns that it gives you extra points. I'm hoping I can deal with them just based on our level and our equipment and not have to deal with like finding weird drops or grinding for several hours to make enough money to buy special accessories or whatever, because those are like they cost more than you can make at this point in the game, basically. The one that I was looking at earlier. Anyway, next up we should do that monster quest we got earlier in the chapter. Turn around here. Okay, last one, Geofront D sector monster extermination. I'm actually not quite sure where the Geofront sector D is. Where do you access it? Does it tell us? Not exactly, huh? I think it's around here, actually, though. Ah. I think this is the entrance to the Geofront's D sector. That's where we'll find the wanted monster from the request. This door was sealed for the longest time until now. If the downtown district isn't connected to the orbital network, why does it have an entry point to the Geofront? Wait, do they have no internet in this in this neighborhood? That's fucked up. The D sector was made under the orders of the Diet members and government officials. They have no infrastructure. I couldn't live here. What's beyond here is just another byproduct of unchecked governmental malpractice. That's one way to put it. Just go and kill the thing already. Randy has no time for politics. Actually, we've been here before, right? In that mission where we had to chase after the terrorists. I think this is that part of the that part of town. Or it's connected to it at least. Hopefully there won't be a lot of treasure chests we have to pick up. This place is huge. Reminds me of when we escaped Orchis Tower during the trade conference. It's pretty far from the tower, all things considered. I'm surprised they even bothered to build something like this under the downtown district. How many people did they expect would actually use a parking garage under the downtown district of all places? They were just setting up construction projects and embezzling the money. Happens all the time. Just grifting. All the grifting. Why are there archaisms down here? I thought these were kind of special. Are you telling me they're just left over? They're also the same ones we already analyzed in the earlier chapter.
行くぞ。でや。
はいそうかさて私のターンデータ収集終了しました
Well, since they're the ones we've already seen, I guess I don't actually need to fight any of them. No, we can't just kill them though. There's treasure over there.
先生から始めましょう
チャンスだ。よし。上出来だ。
The experience isn't worth it either. Those hot 7 experience points. Oh, I didn't even realize that was a monster chest. Yeah, these are all the same things we saw before. Man, I wish I had an actual huge spell with Tio. Give me something that hits like the entire screen.
任せて
At least Ellie has dark matter. I can do this.
任せてくれ。でや。
行きますそうか
Oh yeah, get in there.
やはいターン
任せてくれ。と。
私やさてやだって
よし。と。
私のそうか皆さんお疲れ様でした
Hit 3. This chest message is exclusive DLC content and will have to be downloaded separately. I don't get... Why are we getting a DLC joke here? Did this Trails game ever have DLC? "28 out of 61. It's been a minute. Those qualities pleased her father greatly. He was the son of a viscount who could easily be manipulated. What a find! And had she not fallen in love just before their engagement, she would have thought so too." Oh, wait. Wasn't there another terminal like that? I think I just didn't realize it was interactable. Now give me that Sepith. Erebonia to the left of me, Calvar to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with loot. I like that one. Stuck in the middle with you. Yeah, how could there have been... There was a PC version that got released in China. But why would there be DLC in a PSP game? Does that do anything? Maybe that door down there is open now. Okay, let me go back there and see if I can find anything else around this side. Because I kind of cut the exploration short when I realized there was another terminal. No, I guess this is it. Well, let's try going back down. No, the Chinese version was the one that I ended up buying. And patching with the original Geofront translation. It was kind of a weird process to get that game, honestly. Oh, there was a third one here. He buys all of them in Chinese? Why? I mean, I did it because there wasn't another option available. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I guess he just enjoys playing games in that language then. That makes sense. Found chest message. For a second I thought I read chest massage and I was like, what? We can't be doing Ellie like that every time. She's always the victim. Yeah, this is where we came, actually. There's like the bullet holes are still here. They washed up the blood. But we've been here before. This is the scene of a carnage. And here we can find the quest monster. Do I have any area of effect healing that I can just use before this fight? Here we go. First things first, gotta analyze them. We can sleep it, actually. This giant golden insect causes a cacophony to wear down its prey. Ore no banda na. They just have Lloyd run in there. I love it when I can actually use status elements on enemies. Just in case. It's so rare lately. Also, those evasion accessories actually just working out, doing what they should. Exterminated monster in the Geofront D sector. I love it when fights just work out. I think Wasian T would make use of this one. Unlocked Sigma Ascension. A new combo attack. I think that's everything here. Was there any new items we could pick up? I don't think so.